Astral or Matt. Those are tough choices. All right, we'll go Astral Cam. We've got a lot of hype in the chat for Astral Cam.
Chaussette just joined by mistake early, and now he's
Heavy trigger finger.
He's gonna have to do a whole lot of hopping in and out, or else this game is gonna start prematurely. We're still waiting on Triple Trouble to get in here, so somebody head over to the Triple Trouble viewing party. Tell them to get a move on, because you know some teams have been winning faster than they have, and we've been in the final. We've been waiting to find out who we're gonna play for a while here, and we have, you know, we've shown lots of patience. But it's running out. Clearly, Chaussette has ran out of patience. Look at him. He just wants to play some Rocket League.
2, 3.
There they are. They're in. Okay, it looks like we're going to get started.
We should have got a counter going. That would have been great to do a Chaussette counter. Oh, Tadpole joined over on orange there.
Oh, have they done it? Have they managed to get this started the right way? Did that work? Yeah, usually really late joins like this mean that teams are just paranoid. They're like, no, that must have been wrong. Somebody must have been in the wrong position. But I don't think they were. I think they got it right. So game one. Oh. It's Oxygen in the orange, Triple Trouble in the blue. Let's see who's going to start off hot. Oxygen have been starting off hot in most of the series they've played today. So if you're going to put your money on Triple Trouble in any of the games, it would be this one.
Conspiracy theory that just came out of chat was that Chaussette joined early just so he would be the first cam.
Ah.
More time on stream.
They didn't get their max stream time, obviously, because they've gone undefeated today, but they've had a lot of stream time, a lot of competitive practice. Not that these guys needed any of that. It's Oxygen, one of the most experienced teams in the entire region. Backed up with, well, led by Farah, who's like easily one of the most experienced players, but also Chaussette. He goes way back, all the way to the very first season of RLCS. He's been in so many different teams. Luckily for him, this is a team
name of the team that he was on? Red something?
He was on a team that had red in their name. What was his first team? I've forgotten. I feel like I should know that.
Tequilas and
Yeah. Somebody in chat probably knows what Chaussette's first ever. Red Reserve. Well done, Twitch chatter. Oh, what a shot! And somehow there's nobody there to put it in. How is that? Been cleared. That initial shot from, I think it was Bluey, was quite something.
Oh, Astral looking pretty good right now. As you know, he has been all day. Lots of good movement here on the Astral cam. Farah booming that to the left side of the field here. Let's see how Tadpole does with it. Not that great, but Chaussette puts a shot on net, but Calyx is really making a nice save there. Astral's making his way up, but can't stop that ball from being cleared.
What is this car that Calyx is driving here? Somebody help me out. I'm not very good at the car names. I'm just not very good at names in general, but he's not in an Octane or a Fenix, so already a very fancy choice. Yeah,
I believe that's the Scarab, Johnny.
That's not the Scarab, I can tell you. It's
Jaeger.
Okay. You're not going to get me that easily. I know a Scarab when I see one. Hey, but apparently we were baited as well. It wasn't Red Reserve, it was Red Eye, first team for Chaussette, or at least one of the first teams. That's a real throwback. Yeah, Chaussette used to have to carry teams hard. He doesn't have to carry that hard anymore. That's a few demos. Quite a lot of demos, actually. But one of the better game ones we've seen out of Oxygen overall. Bluey somehow gets a wicked touch on that ball. It had already bounced off the back wall after he was up for it.
Oh,
that's a nice passing defense.
Down.
Oh, what a save!
What a save from Tadpole.
Was it? Oh, man. The dive bomb. Unreal.
Yeah. Astral's up. Let's see what he can do with this. How he decides to do it. Passes it down. Actually, I thought it was going to get picked up easy, and it wasn't. There was a real scoring opportunity there. I don't know if the rest of Oxygen believed either.
Well, you know, there has been reports coming in from Twitch chat that Tadpole is popping off today. What a day it is in the grid, with Farah and Tadpole popping off on the same day. That is exactly what we love to see in EU, in competitive Rocket League. Hopefully we're going to get plenty more days like this throughout the year, throughout the coming months, and the fall splits. I'm sure we will. Oxygen look pretty good so far for game one. They've not had great game ones today. This is definitely one of the better ones.
Trouble's not looking bad, but Farah with a nice shot here. Good pass from Astral. I was just going to say that they're centering a lot of balls off the back wall, right in front of their net for the offense, and I wouldn't be surprised if they get caught pretty hard on one of these.
Well, that was just a bit of a I don't know whose ball that was to challenge, but somebody has to get ready to intercept the infield pass there. One person cover the goal, one person get ready for the pass. You can't both cover the goal, or else the pass just becomes completely unstoppable. And Astral to Fair has been such a great combination today. That's something Triple Trouble are going to need to be a lot more careful about.
See if Triple Trouble can mount some offense here. Nice touch there by Tadpole, but not able to get the next touch, unfortunately. Chaussette does well with that. Astral, nice challenge there over top of Calyx, but again, both teams playing sort of cautiously right now. Not a lot of offense being generated off some of these clears. Astral's going to intercept that easily. Let's see if he can make a nice touch towards the center. He does.
Oh,
no!
Oh, he was lurking, but he didn't expect it to come all the way across. I guess in that position he might as well.
Astral was going to get it first. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he didn't want to double commit to that, obviously. They've got a 1-goal lead, so they want to be a bit more careful. But the 2-goal advantage late in the game would have been such a nice cushion to sit on. Now they've got, you know, a little bit of discomfort closing this one out. Astral makes it a lot more comfortable with that 50-50 win. Look for another one in the air. Doesn't even need to because Bluey's flown past the ball. It looks good for Oxygen. Triple Trouble have to keep this ball moving. They got to keep it airborne if they're going to keep this game alive. And they're not going to be able to, as it's grounded almost immediately. A really nice play there by Oxygen. A good game overall. This is, like I said, easily one of the better game ones that we've seen from them today.
They came out firing, and I think they've started nearly every series pretty slowly. So this is definitely a good sign for us, chat, because let's not forget that we are part of this team now.
I mean, well, now we're not as biased because we've made it to the grand final. Job done.
Okay.
Maximum amount of content, but
never mind.
Obviously, still, it's the Oxygen lads who have kept us as broadcasters and as fans in the tournament until this point. So we have to low-key root for them. But yeah, what a run Triple Trouble have had. I think they're going to be pretty happy with this tournament no matter what happens. Whereas, maybe that's the difference between these two teams. I think Triple Trouble will be quite proud of themselves for making the final. Oxygen are not going to be happy unless they win this. I might be wrong there, but I think that Oxygen are the team who are less happy with the grand final.
That's probably true, and since Triple Trouble wasn't really like slated to make it, I doubt that they want to lose to a team that wasn't slated to make it. That's the other sort of complication there. That you know, if they Vitality or something in the final, you know, it's a bit easier to justify. Farah's not going to get back in time for this one, and unfortunately, you know how this goes. We are on Farah cam right now. Farah on vacation in the south of France, unfortunately.
Are you sure we're on Farah cam? We're not on Matt cam. Just wanted to double check while we're still in the first minute.
You freaked me out, but yes, we are on Feral cam.
Okay, good stuff, good stuff.
I think I just said Feral cam. Farah cam.
Somebody was saying earlier on that my stream title was wrong as well. Apparently instead of Triple Trouble, we had Tripe Trouble. I'm not sure.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure if that's still the case.
Tripe Trouble meals, yeah.
Oh, wow, what shot? Chaussette just put that one in off his own back wall. That is a boomer. Yeah, absolutely ripped that one, but still, it's similar to the goal that Oxygen conceded in that it should be covered. That is something you need to be watching out for in a defense. Hard clears are always a danger.
I think I have a spectator bug where all the names are numbers.
Are they numbers? Okay, if you go to spectate and then go back to, like, just go to change team and then go back into spectate and it should fix it.
Okay.
I've had that one many times.
I kind of like it.
The numbers.
Yeah,
I've had this one many times. It's I've cast it many games where I didn't even know how to fix that one. So luckily for you, I've had that problem.
You noted that Chaussette with the score there. I was like, that was 5.
Actually, that was number 5 who scored it. Don't know what you're talking about there.
Yeah.
You just beat number 6 to the ball. Barely. Oh my goodness, what a flick from midair by Tadpole. It's centered to no one. That might be something that Triple Trouble could be a bit more aggressive in. They've had that position a couple times where the ball centers and there's just no one there. And they're letting goals go away. They did this in game 1. They've done it again in game 2. Just because they're really unwilling to attack with their third man at times.
With a nice center ball there, but oh my goodness, missed by Bluey. What is happening right now?
Well, he made the most of it. He missed the ball and thought, well, at least I can front flip into whoever this is that's in front of me in the orange car.
Absolutely. Do some damage, nonetheless.
He's an opportunist.
Wall somebody out. Farah, ring around the rosy, grabbing all of the boosts.
Oh, wow. That's
getting 3 100 boosts on that trip.
This is about the point in our ranked games where somebody says, wait, why can't I get any boost anywhere? Then somebody else admits to taking 400s. Like, aha, that is why. That would explain it. Tadpole shot just off target. That's composure by Farah. Not letting the danger of the position get to his head. The mind game from Astral. Bluey will tackle well. The Chaussette is now the next threat up on the plate. Is a team of 3 threats today, Oxygen. That's been one of the biggest things, biggest takeaways for me. 3-man offense is always going to be more deadly than a 2-man offense. And Triple Trouble for large parts of this series has been a 2-man offense. That's a good pass, but it's not knocked on, and it doesn't have to be. It's just gone in. It's another hard clear goal, 3rd one in this game.
You know, Doug Zeno, I think you're right. He called long shots only game.
Oh, he's not wrong so far. And it's, you know, shoddy 3rd-man positioning only game, I suppose, because these are long shots that should be covered these days. None of those were pinches. None of those were shots that, you know, came off challenges really quickly. They were just clean hits on the ball. Very great clean hits on the ball, but still things you wouldn't expect to see going in at this level.
Up, first touch off the ceiling. Doesn't
get
onto the ceiling.
Oh!
No.
What?
Airbus got it.
He struck fear into the defender. Oh, it was Calix. He knew the Airbus was coming, and he ended up just passing it to him. So at least the fair tax has been paid now. Triple Trouble can avoid giving them any more goals. Yeah, it's been a messy game defensively. Clinical. In long shots, definitely. Time left for one of the teams to clean up the act and make sure that they take the game on their terms. Oh, wow. Well, Farah's going to just ensure that that's him, and that's Oxygen. He puts it high into the back wall. Bluey misses, and then into the post. Perfect bounce, actually, for Astral, who's placed it well over Bluey, but wow. You wouldn't expect that.
Great time to be on Farah Cam there. We got a goal, pass, and a bump. Amazing.
That's really the perfect combination. What else could you ask for? We were complaining earlier at some of the other, cameras, they just weren't giving us good POV on everything that's happening, but Farah he's delivered every time.
Get another second touch. First touch a little bit too heavy. Tadpole's going to take a shot here. Nice rip. And Farah with the demo. Can they get this ball centered up? Double demo.
Well, that's awkward as well. Not the greatest follow-up by Calix, who ran out of boost at the worst possible time. We do not have much time left for Triple Trouble here, but that's an uncontested shot for Calix, and it's in! And it was good pressure on the goal line as well. All 3 members of Triple Trouble getting involved in attack. That's really what they've needed.
Man, what I've learned over the course of casting Oxygen today is if you want one of your teammates to be awkward and out of place on defense, it is Astral. He continues to do well in these really compromised positions and save his team from getting scored on. Unfortunately, wasn't able to save that one there, but right before that, he really relieved a lot of pressure for Oxygen. He's doing a very good job with that.
Oh, wow, Astral.
Here he goes for offense as well. Cow.
There's very few positions that Astral's not comfortable in. Rocket League very often is all about just putting your opponents in uncomfortable positions and waiting for them to mess up, but it's difficult to do that to Astral. Great assist from him to Farah, who has all day been finishing everything off that comes his way, and he's not going to miss from that range. Farah puts him ahead again. It's just too hard for Triple Trouble to hang. They've got 5 seconds to come back.
I wish we had a stats team on staff here to say how many scores we have from Farah on the day. It's a lot. He's I think he's been the most scoring individual on this team by far.
It feels like that, yeah. It does feel like that. Goals per game, all-time high. Oh, that's a miss! And it's a goal! No one there to stop the backboard hit, and it looked like it was just a very conventional backboard clear, but Astral misses, And Tadpole, of course, he has to ignore the defender in that play. But still, to put that in on 0 seconds, I wish Shogun was here to tell me what game this is.
This is Rocket League. How was that? Was that pretty good? Is that a pretty good Shogun impression?
Fantastic. Oh, it might be another goal.
Oh!
It is! What a turnaround. Triple trouble from the brink. I've come back and won it. And it's another bad touch from Astral. I don't believe it, but somehow they've lost a totally winning game. So, you know, credit to Tadpole and to Triple Trouble for fighting back. I mean, they've shown in the past that they really are a team who refuse to go down without a fight, and they're proving it again today.
1-1, right?
1-1. Oh, it was 2-0 about 5 seconds ago, and now it's 1-1.
So, you know, since we're no longer biased, I'm gonna switch over to Tadpole Cam, because Tadpole had a great last game, and maybe we can catch that magic again.
Yeah, he did. He was top of the scoreboard. Astral's not got much boost, but he does have a flip, and somehow dunks that ball into the middle. Astral's always got the tricks. He's always got the moves, but I think sometimes he must even surprise himself with what he's capable of.
You think so? You think he's just like, I've done it?
I think so. I mean, imagine just being Astral and playing Rocket League. You'd be like, well, okay, I've done it again. I've scored. I've seen this in some streams. I remember once Marky scored a goal, and he was just like, okay, well, apparently I score those. You know? Must be a regular occurrence for Astral. He's like, well, yeah, I guess that is also something I do.
Markies are almost certainly usually like, oh, there's no way this goes in, and then it goes in because someone else beans it, and he's like, oh, I'm so good.
Yeah. Well, the one I remember was actually a good goal, so not all bad.
Fair.
It's good defense
Fair
from
enough.
Shosette. Now, where's the attack? Here comes Tadpole. Passes down
What
to
a
Calyx,
pass.
and it's a great finish. That was great vision, though, by Tadpole. So selfless to offload what must have been a tempting shot, for sure. Beautiful stuff.
Incredible vision on the casting desk to switch to Tadpole Cam for game number 3. Really well done, boys.
Yeah, great stuff coming out of you, Matt. Right, Farah, the other man of the day, for sure. You know, after seeing last game, you know, it has to be Tadpole in the conversation with Farah for MVP of the tournament.
Another bump.
Oh!
More than one bump. Tadpole and Farah get into a small fist fight here at the bottom of the net, and it leads to Astral putting away this double touch.
That's absolutely wild. Astral, pretty nutty angle by him. Great read, but there was shenanigans, as Matt's pointing out, in the goal line. And that's just as important, of course. Now Calyx has to deal with this, and he will. It's still a dangerous position. Farah pokes it into the corner. So far it's been a grand final that's absolutely delivered upon all of our expectations. Open net for Calyx. Or is it? Shosette recovers fast. Now Farah's pre-jumped for the next save, but it's not going to be possible. Bluey this time drops it down for Calyx, who just seems to be on the receiving end of such glorious passes today.
Oh, insane pass from Bluey there. Nice work by Calyx to be there, but that pass by Bluey across the front of the net there was really, really crisp. Triple Trouble's looking really good. Do we have ourselves like a Peeps situation?
It might be. It really might be, because this team, it's not a lineup of, well, I mean, Bluey is obviously a player who's done ridiculous things in the past mechanically. So I don't think that a team with Bluey on it is ever going to really surprise people for making a deep run in a tournament. But, you know, Calyx and Tadpole have never really been known for their mechanical ability. So for both of them to, you know, be on this roster and prove that they can hang with the ever-improving mechanical ability of all these teams in Rocket League and the ever-increasing speed of the game, it really just shows how well they're playing, how well they're positioning, how well they're rotating as a unit. Now that's an insane double touch by Astral. It's converted by Shosette. What an angle from Astral. He nearly put this one in all by himself.
It was a tough time on Tadpole Cam here. In both instances, actually, he crept out of the goal towards the corner a bit early, and in the second time he got caught, and that's what led to the score. So unfortunate decision there, but still 2-2. So you know they're not down, and I'm sure they'll be able to make some magic happen because they seem to be pretty on fire when it comes to the offense.
You know, it's one of those series I can almost imagine Although we can't, unfortunately, do a comms listening because they are speaking French. But yeah, I am almost positive that this feels like a series where Oxygen are dominating. They'll feel like they've been playing a lot better than Triple Trouble. Just because game 1 they won it, game 2 they were winning up until 5 seconds ago. They'll feel like they should have won this one as well. And you know, they've been making some big plays happen. But you know, for all that, they're in a completely dead even series. It's hard to, you know, pick who's going to be the favorite from this point onwards, as Triple Trouble have stepped it up. And they've shown such great fight to come back in that last game. You can never count them out from this point onwards. Missed a chance actually, Tadpole. Missed the boost, but the wave dash gets him up to Supersonic. He's going for the bump on the back wall. And that is not going to be a recoverable position for Oxygen, as Calyx puts in a hat trick of point blank range tap-ins. Perfect timing again by him.
Not really sure what Astral was trying to do there exactly, but an unfortunate first touch there leads to that goal. It is, I think what you said is right. It does really feel like the momentum has shifted to Triple Trouble here, despite the fact that Oxygen was playing so well. It just kind of feels like Triple Trouble's got the confidence right now as well.
Yeah, I mean, when you steal a game like that, it's a massive turning point in a game. Massive turning point in a series, I should say. Because now if they can add another game to that tally, a game where they've put in some absolutely unreal team plays, then they're going to be so confident going into game number 4, whereas Oxygen are just going to be wondering, how are we losing this? What happened? We were in full control, and now suddenly we're losing the series. It might not be headed that way. They need to, or Triple Trouble need to hang on here. They are in a bit of a rough position defensively, but Farah's not read the wall bounce very well. That's going to relieve the pressure momentarily. Tadpole bumped out the net, but Chaussette can't reach the ball. He's going to try and put it back into the middle. It's just a direct shot, and that caught the defense napping. They were expecting the pass. Chaussette bangs it directly into the goal.
Wow, nice shot by Chaussette there. And as you noted, defense caught asleep, flat-footed on that shot on the back wall here. And now we got a tie game, 12 seconds left. This could be yet another hype overtime.
Can you believe it? This is just the first of 9 weekly tournaments that we're going to have during this split of Rocket League, of our RLCSX, I should say. The content, the thought that there's that much content ahead of us is pretty mind-blowing. This has been a great tournament so far. Who's going to take the lead in a tense series where both teams have had their moments?
Tadpole with a little dunk here, about to get another one. Just barely misses that one. Grabs the boost, and now Triple Trouble in a position to take a shot here. Farah's got it, but he doesn't look confident.
Yeah, Oxygen have slowed it back down again. You know, we talked about this earlier on in the day. They were starting off series at a slower pace. This series, they didn't start off at a very slow pace. They were right from the get-go, very quick. Not surprising after coming out of a series against the Giants. But now they're very slow, and they're getting beaten to the ball. Bluey has done exactly what Chaussette did to send this game into overtime. And he's given Triple Trouble the edge in the series. Just boomed it on target.
Wow. For those of us on Tadpole Cam, that game ended with a complete surprise. My goodness, we got Triple Trouble up 2-1, and I'm wondering who I should follow in this match here. Ooh,
yeah, if you guys want to suggest,
you see that ping, by the way?
What's that?
Did you see that ping, by the way? That was some nasty-looking ping on the Triple Trouble side there for a second, but...
Oh, really? Maybe they just tapped in or something.
Yeah, could be.
Looks all good for now. They didn't request a change of server or anything like that. Chaussette's just clean whiffed a ceiling shot, so not good signs for game 4 already from Oxygen. I wonder if they're a bit confused, a bit shaken after going down in this series, because like I said, if you've been, you know, kind of outplayed in a series and you're losing 2-1, you just think, okay guys, it's fine, let's just step it up and then we'll win this. But if you've been playing quite well, and you feel like you should be ahead and you're actually losing, it's a bit more confusing. You're like, well, why are we losing? I feel like we should be winning this series. I think that might be causing Oxygen just a bit of confusion in the comms. Oh, that's gonna wipe the slate clean though. Astral just slamming in a double touch. Way to punish a weak clear from Tadpole.
Oh, what a read from Astral, and look at that shot. skims off the post into the top left. That is an absolutely disgusting shot. Bluey doing his best to try to give us motion sickness with his stick on the beginning of this.
Oh, you're on Bluey camera. That could be a mistake.
Yeah, it is. It is a lot. I think I'm gonna have a seizure halfway through this point.
I really wish that they would disable. I mean, on the POV camera, if they would disable the camera look back and also the camera look around on kickoffs when you're waiting for something to happen, because that would eliminate all this spamming that some players love to do. Yeah, just stop looking around for now, please.
Help.
Or another time would be after a goal is scored, because at that point, information around you doesn't really matter. So you got to turn it off there. It's another one that. Or another moment that players love to spam those camera look around features. Can Oxygen hold on to this lead? They really do have to. If they lose another lead, if they lose another game where they're ahead, they're going to feel so bad about this and how this series is going. But it's looking pretty good for now. Astral is scoring aerial goals. That's usually a good sign.
Yeah, he's looking lights out right now. That was a tough position for Tadpole to be in. He did make the initial save, but Bluey wasn't able to get back, and neither was Calyx. So Astral with an open net, and he does not miss those.
This is good control by Calyx, and Bluey will gladly accept that pass in defense. I'm always a fan of the defensive passes. These little drop-down passes that Triple Trouble are doing are really, really effective at both sides of the field. Got them a couple goals in the last game, and now it's netting them a few possessions in game number 4. I think somebody's up for this, and it's a whiff from Oxygen. Bluey, he's the guy you would want to have up for this rebound. And it's another backboard whiff for Astral. He's usually so good at reading these over his own head, but I make that 2 games in a row. Maybe it was game 2 and now this game 4 that he's done that. Not on form with those reads.
Bluey up pretty quick for that one, and it seemed like he knew Astral was going to miss, although I was watching Bluey Cam and I could not tell, but I'm imagining that his reads are better than mine. All day, every day. These boys are clawing their way back in it. It's a 1-goal lead for Oxygen right now, but Triple Trouble definitely does not look out of it. They look strong still.
I mean, if they can turn a 1-goal deficit into a game win in 10 seconds, then this is fine. 1 goal down with 2 minutes remaining, not an issue for these boys. They're going to find a way to make this interesting, I can guarantee it. That's the opposite of what Oxygen want right now. They really would like to have that 2-goal cushion back. It's such a big difference having that 2-goal lead and only leading by 1, especially against Triple Trouble, who are never going to give up. They play the clock very well. They know when to start pushing for that equalizer.
The nice carry out of the backfield there. It doesn't materialize into anything especially good for his team, unfortunately. Let's see. Oh, Bluey gets up just in time for that. Triple Trouble seems to be having trouble mounting offense out of the defensive side right now, and Bluey with a complete miss on that one. I don't really know what that was about.
I wonder if this is a strategical change from Oxygen, because earlier on in the series they were extremely aggressive. They were attacking the ball high up the field. Now they're actually just defending their back wall, essentially, defending their goal line area. And like you said, Triple Trouble don't really have a good way through this. Not a reliable way through this anyway. A lot of their goals have been in the transition. Now that was almost on target, but it was blocked. At least all of the angles that I could see were blocked by Oxygen. So, based on the end of the last game and the start of this one, I wouldn't be surprised if this is something Oxygen have done on purpose. They said, let's just calm down a little bit. Let's just not give them any counter-attacking options. Let's just control this game, control this ball when it comes towards our own half.
Ooh, Bluey's missed a couple here. A couple of really easy aerials. I don't know if fatigue is setting in or what, but that is problematic for them, to say the least.
I think Bluey's streaming this. Isn't Bluey Triple Trouble's streamer for this event? Maybe he got a sub or something. Yeah, somebody go give a bunch of subs to Bluey. Distract him. That's what we need. That'll get us the win over here at the Oxygen view party. He stopped?
Where
okay,
is this bias coming from? You just got done telling me how we're not biased, and
I say I'm less biased. I was definitely more biased earlier on because I wanted to get to the grand final, but now that we're here, it's been a good time either way. But yeah, want to see as many games as possible. And Triple Trouble were winning, so if ever a time to distract them, it would be now. But hey, he's not even live anymore. Clearly, it didn't matter for Oxygen. They got the win in the bag either way.
Serious.
We're going into game number 5 here. It's of a potential 7. Who's going to take the advantage in the series once again? It's been tooth and nail so far between Oxygen and Triple Trouble. But can the Oxygen boys do it for the lads?
We're on Astral Cam, folks. I cannot remember if I did Astral Cam in this series. It is all starting to blur together, to be totally honest with you. So, anyway, he's a great player. Enjoy watching him. So
Alex.
that's what we're going to do again.
Oh, oof. Banger from Calix. He rolled into this one. Not that he had to, but he slammed it in from close range. Backboard defense let down for Oxygen again. As, you know, you'd expect Shawset to have that one covered, but not for the first time this series. They've been caught out by the hard clears.
Coast to coast there for Calix. I feel like he should get extra points for that. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be a 2-point line.
2-point line. What would be the 3-point goal in Rocket League if there was one?
I guess back wall to the other side.
Oh, you just fully on distance. Nothing to do with the type of goal, like maybe a flip reset gets you double. Maybe a ceiling shot gets you double. If you could do a ceiling shot and a flip reset, you get quadruple. Just like multipliers, you know, combinations.
I guess when Americans think of, like, you know, multiple points for a goal, we think of like the NBA basically, like 3-point line.
Yeah.
You know, it's from distance. It's more difficult. I think that could be fun. You know, maybe if we get multiplayer workshop maps eventually.
Where's Lethnimer when you need him? Lethnimer. There's your idea, number 500 for you. I'm sure he's got a list at this point.
He's probably busy working on a pandemic nap right now.
Yeah, probably.
Reinfect all the other players and refuse to wear masks. Pretty hype.
Yeah, I never thought of that one, I'm not gonna lie.
Astral, looking pretty sick himself.
No, we should
like
not go down this route.
A healthy version of sick.
We should not go down that route. Yeah, that's
banger from Astral off the back wall. That would have been a 3-point play.
Yeah, it would have been.
Had Leth got that map finish before the grand final started.
Hey, maybe grid 7 or 8 by the time we get there.
Yep. Yep.
They are changing the formats between different grids, aren't they? Twitch chat, help me out again. I don't know the answer to that question. Not rhetorical, by the way. That's an opportunity. And it's infield tadpole. Denied this time by Farah, who had a keen eye on that pass before it happened. Bully and Calix both up for this. Double touch from Calix, but it goes wide. Triple Trouble are really making this game 5 theirs. And this is necessary, really. They were looking pretty down and out of it in game 4. They were looking lost for what to do against a defensive version of Oxygen.
And I'm just, Astral has just not been involved in the play for a good 10 seconds here. Here we go. He's got a breakaway. He's going to be able to score this.
There you go. Astral involved.
Like he was driving around in circles.
You might have maybe you just pretended he was disconnected. Have you ever done that? So you just drive around in circles and ranked. It looks like you've DC'd, and somebody might think, oh, the server must have DC'd. Look at that guy. He's driving in circles. That's when you hit them with the counter attack. So genius there from Astral. I don't believe he faked a DC, but
he was
probably avoiding demos, if I had to guess.
Yeah, it was kind of just like the ball kept going over the top of the goal.
Oh, there he is.
Didn't really do anything. Nice shot.
That was good saving as well. The coverage of the goal was pretty much complete from Triple Trouble that time. This game's really flown by. Just a couple of minutes left. Whoever wins will be on double match point, double tournament point in the very first grid tournament. That has ever happened, not just for EU.
Astral just punted Farah, and Farah not able to get it, but Triple Trouble not able to make a play on the ball there, so we remain scoreless on this drive.
Oh, what a save. Tadpole really had to get off the goal line, make himself as big as possible on that one. 90 seconds remaining. It's Triple Trouble who are up against it now. They are backed into a corner. The hard clears, just like they have been all day, are, you know, buying them time, giving them some space to breathe. Oxygen are going to try and take away all their breathing space, taking it all for themselves. Yeah, it's all about the hard clears right now for Triple Trouble. They're going to try and follow these up with pressure so they're not just giving away the possession. That's a interesting touch there from Astral. Fine game from Calyx. Composure in the back corner from the newest player on the team. Less than a minute to go. Can Triple Trouble get a goal at the near post area? It's wide open. Farah gets back. Good scrambling from Oxygen, but they're still under a bit of pressure. Triple Trouble slowing down. No direct shots to try and
nice
punish
composure
them.
from Astral. Able to bob and weave his way through the crowd there, relieve the pressure for his team. 30 seconds left. It's 1-1. The pressure is mounting for these teams. My camera is blown up.
Oh, it's in! What a pass!
What a shot at the near post here. This is incredible.
Wow, Tadpole actually passed it to himself before sending it across the goal line, and Bluey just arrived not a moment too late. That was incredibly fast. We talked about the timing of arrival being something Farah's really good at earlier. How about that from Bluey? Now they lead with just 15 seconds to go. Oxygen need a goal.
They do indeed. 12 seconds left. And this ball is floating at midfield. Bluey getting rid of the rest of his boost here, but he might have done enough. Might have bought enough time here. Calyx gonna fake this. Yeah.
Nicely done by Calyx. What a fake to send us into overtime, but the air dribbling from Bluey is what knocked all the other time off the clock.
What a series indeed. Triple Trouble with the advantage here. Game point, I don't know if or match point. I don't know if it's like a Cinderella
double
story
tournament
really.
Point, yeah.
Double tournament point, but really impressed by these guys today.
Yeah,
playing quite well.
It's probably a little, earlier on we were talking about how Oxygen might be confused at how they're losing this series, because it really was, the games 1 and 2 were absolutely theirs to win, and they ended up 1-1 after those two. Then Triple Trouble won game 3, so they're behind and they're like, wait, what's happening here? We're playing quite well and we're still losing. But after the last 2 games, it's become pretty apparent that Triple Trouble are just on that level now. They're just playing a great tournament today, and easily at the same level as Oxygen, who have tried to catch them off guard with a defense, like more of a defensive focus in games 4 and 5. But Triple Trouble had the answer in game number 5. They were not as confused. They weren't as lost for what to do against a 3-man defense.
Johnny, I need you to call a cam. This is your choice.
Right, Twitch chat, very quickly, what POV do you guys want to see on Matt's channel for game number 6 here? This could be the last game of the series.
Hey, chat is not watching me. What do you want to see?
First one I see is Bluey. Wait, didn't we just see Bluey?
We did. We had a Bluey cam.
Okay, I saw another tadpole there. Calyx, if you've not had Calyx, you should definitely have
We
Calyx.
haven't had Calyx. Okay,
yeah, Calyx is definitely a good one if you not had him. He's been finishing off a lot of shots. That's an opportunity at the back post. It's gone wide. Triple Trouble immediately onto the counter attack once again. You can already see that it looks like Oxygen have given up in trying to box Triple Trouble into their half. They've just accepted that every time the save comes in, you might as well go back to defense because the counter attacks are coming. And good thing you're on Calyx cam for one of the best passes we've seen all day.
Yeah, and he knew it was coming. He must have, there must have been some comms there, because he just parked the bus on the wall there, waited for the pass to come to him, and dropped it down in the middle for a quick score here by the Triple Trouble team.
Yeah, they're playing out of their minds today. This has got to be one of the craziest runs they've ever made.
What is this boost that Calyx is using?
Oh, the Calyx
Jaeger,
boost?
fine, but what is this boost? This is like a me boost. This is some sort of trolley boost.
He's trying to annoy the other team as much as possible. He's yet to use it since I switched to him. He's saving all that boost. He must know that I'm watching.
Let's see. Use one. Use one. What is that?
It's like a whisper, you know?
It's like, is this like Santa's sleigh? Is this like a...
It does look very Christmassy, yeah.
Yeah, it looks Christmassy, or like 4th of July or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Somewhere in between. Well, there are quite a lot of days in between, I suppose, but...
Twitch chat, what do you know? Okay, Snowstorm. Shoes called Snowstorm. Okay, fair enough.
Oxygen have got to step it up pretty soon. We're talking about Christmas. They don't have that long to figure this one out, as time is absolutely running out. And it seems like there's a long time between consecutive Oxygen attacks. Sometimes you'll have a game or a series where there's shots flying in from all angles. Now that one's flying in from a tight angle. A shot set is the one who's made it happen. Fortunately for Oxygen, it didn't take too long. He's actually faked them out pretty well with that first attack there. I don't know how planned that was, but it worked out wonderfully.
Absolutely. Easy shot for Chaussette there, but it did look really, really nice, especially from Calyx Cam, because it looked like, oh boy, you've gotten done.
Yeah, the
You've
fake
been
was
done.
sick. It was a really, really nice mind game. Pretended to hit the ball up into the corner. Now Calyx, 1v1 with Farah.
Oh,
That's a pretty good flick. That'll do the
Yeah.
trick. 2-1. Calyx with an immediate response.
Calyx Cam answer back. Good composure here. Nice air roll.
Perfect.
Flick it to the top left. Farah, nothing he could do.
Yeah, perfectly struck there by Calyx. And he's absolutely proving himself to be a valuable part of this team. Triple Trouble, who struggled in the off-season for the most part. Now they've found a combination that seems to be working brilliantly, and they haven't just beaten Oxygen today. They've been rampaging through several of the best European teams, undefeated on the day. So are Oxygen, but that's about to change unless they can find the back of the net another couple times. Chaussette to the backboard. It's intercepted, but only barely. Gets into the corner now. Boosteel does come in for Chaussette, but so comfortable, so composed for Triple Trouble. 50-50 game on point for them in the back corner.
Calyx, the back wall here with a nice pinch. Sends that flying towards the net. Is Chaussette back in time? Just barely. Some offense to be mounted here by Triple Trouble, but unfortunately the ball falls to Calyx and he does not have enough boost to go up for that pass from Tadpole.
Oh! It's a reset attempt by Bluey. It would have been beautiful. That would surely have been the tournament winning goal. Definitely deserving of a tournament. Now Farah and Chaussette straight down the middle. Great interception by Calyx. Now he's had his clear. Cut short by Astral, but there seems to always be a man back. There's extra players in reserve for Triple Trouble. They're never leaving each other isolated on the field. There's an opportunity, but it's saved well by Chaussette. Now he's got the dribble onto Tadpole. Great defense by Tadpole, who's definitely not a fan of those 1v1 positions. He did well there.
Triple Trouble up by 1 goal here, trying to dash the grand final dreams of Team Oxygen here. But there is still enough time left for Oxygen to mount some offense here. Tadpole off the ceiling there. The ceiling shot, but doesn't take anybody out of the game really with it. And now Calyx gives it a try here. He's actually in bloodlust mode here, going for demos and bumps. Good,
wow.
Good demo there by Bluey, but no one able to convert.
They're relentless, leading by a goal, less than a minute to go, and they are just attacking non-stop. Oxygen are the ones who have to score, but they can't even get a shot on target right now. Triple Trouble are all over them. They're turning this defensive strategy into an absolute mockery, as Oxygen are less than a minute away from losing the grand final of the first ever grid tournament for RLCSX. They've got 30 seconds now. Can they get something started? That's a good opportunity. Astral and the double! And it's doubled up Oxygen's score. Equalizer late in the game. And who else would it be but Astral from the skies?
Oof. How do you stop that?
Yeah, Dylan, if you're Triple Trouble in game 6 apparently. But they've still got ample opportunity. They've overall in this game been the team pressing more often. They've had the territory, they've had the possession on their side. They've outshot Oxygen. All 3 of their players have been playing their part, and they get one more.
Calyx on the ball here. Good composure on the dribble. Oh my goodness, that was so close.
I think both teams wouldn't mind a 0-second ball to the ground here. Just I say that, Bluey intentionally played it up high. Are they going to regret that decision? As Astral plays to the backboard again. Tadpole's there. Farah's got a chance to keep it up, and he will. It's Farah on 0 seconds. No boost though, and it's saved well by Bluey.
Right, we got overtime here.
Oh my goodness, that was a fake kickoff by Oxygen. Mad lads, a lot of them, but it's worked out somewhat.
Bluey with the ball here on the sideline. Calyx with the miss on the clear, but everybody believed he was going to get it, so there's no shooters present for that center ball. Nice touch here to the side by Calyx. Good control. He's out of boost again, though. And Chaussette with the flick to the middle here.
Chaussette's uncontested. He's got the shot down low, but it is saved. And there's a continuation touch again from Triple Trouble. They're reading each other brilliantly. Trying to get the next touch after a clear ball, after a save. Oxygen having more success than they did for the majority of this game. They have had chances already in overtime, and we're still in the first minute. Yet to take any of them. Triple Trouble are always threatening on that counter-attack. Now here comes Bluey, not a lot of boost, but will he get the reset? It's too far away from him. Calyx with a free hit from halfway line, up to Tadpole. It's down to Calyx, and he's gone a bit too far forward. That was the chance for TT. And it might be the only one to get in this overtime. It's in for Astral. And Triple Trouble will wish they'd scored when they had the opportunity. Tadpole and Calyx were too slow in the rotation back, not enough boost to get them into defense. But I don't think anyone in chat's complaining, because that means we are going to Game 7. Of course it would be, wouldn't it? Scripted as ever. Oxygen equalize. Well, Chaussette scored a banger to get them back in the game initially, and then Astral scored an even better goal to get them back in the game with 20 seconds left. Looks like Bluey's taking the maximum time here between games, trying to get that hard reset. Of course, all the Oxygen fans are just going to hope that he's tilted, but overall, from what I've seen from Triple Trouble today, I really doubt that that's the case. They look like they're absolutely on the same page. They're all, looking to make team plays happen at every opportunity. And it's really just up to who can play better under pressure now. Both teams have earned their way right into Game 7 of the Grand Final. But only one of them can be crowned champion of today's grid tournament. Who's it going to be?
Your cam votes in.
Who would it be? Have you done one camera for every single player so far in the 6 games? I think you might have done.
Oof, I don't know.
Head over to Matt's
so.
chat. Head over to Switch.tv/that smells worthless if you want to have a vote on who he's going to spectate for this game. We'll be on director camera for the entirety to find out who will be crowned the champions.
We're going Chaussette cam.
Great choice.
We're going Chaussette cam. Here we go. Here we go, team. All right. This game off to a quick start. Chaussette playing it slow here. Watch out for that shot from Triple Trouble. Ooh. Bluey looking fast, making nasty plays as usual. That ball makes it across, but unfortunately too high for any of the Oxygen players to make something of it. Astral with a banger from a bit further back than half court there.
I like what I'm seeing already from Oxygen. They're really going for this. They're not trying to hang back like they did in Game 4 and 5. Actually taking the game to Triple Trouble. They've had their little mid-series adaptation there to maybe throw off their opponents, but now they're right back up to full speed.
Chaussette had a bit of a sleepy game so far, staying a bit away from the action, but Oxygen starting to try to mount some pressure, but Triple Trouble with good relief there.
Oh, team bump. Calyx and Tadpole driving into each other. That's really bad news for them. So now they're going to have to defend against Farah's ground play. And he's going to go 1v2. Farah looking to secure his spot as MVP of the tournament. Immediately punishes that team bump out of Triple Trouble. Pass 1, pass 2 with ease. What a play by the Oxygen captain.
We're going to do something new. We're going to do something new. Whoever scores, we're going to their cam.
Ooh, I like that. Game 7 special.
We're on Farah cam moving forward.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see more goals from Farah. He's just popped off there. Look for him to be lurking at that far post position. He loves to get over there in the blind spot for the defense and make it hard for them to see him coming. Demo for Farah doesn't really lead him into the ball, though. Tadpole with the mind game. Now the near post pass. Astral calm as ever. So lets it come off that near post, knowing full well that nobody's going to beat him to that ball. Pass to Calyx in field. He's gone for the backboard. Is anybody up for that one? Yes, it is. But it's a pre-jump by Chaussette to shut it down. Oxygen looking like the real deal. They brought their best game to Game 7. And it's bad news for Triple Trouble. They are really having a fight just to stay in this game by 1 goal.
Astral up early for that, but doesn't get the right read. And now Chaussette is up. He's let it go. And Farah left to try to deal with a mess, but not really sure exactly what happened here.
Oh, a big bump on Chaussette. That's huge.
Huge
mid-air bump onto Chaussette. Has left that completely undefended. For a moment, it looked like more backboard woes for Oxygen as another one bounces off there uncontested, but that one was
Wait a minute, who scored? Who scored?
Tadpole.
Tadpole. Looking for Tadpole cam. All right, we're on Tadpole cam. We're good.
Well, Tadpole now doing a bit of defending after scoring. Drop down from Astral towards Farah. He's got another shot on target. Never one for lacking power. Astral off the post. It's in towards Farah again, but Tadpole beats him to it. Just in the nick of time. Farah wants to get the camera back on him.
Farah greedy for the camera.
Definitely not camera shy today.
Tadpole up. Good, good challenge there from Oxygen. And the ball is at a standstill for the first time in a very long time.
Yeah, it was a couple of mind games there, a couple of drive-by bump attempts, and nobody's hitting the ball the entire time. Oh, Ferris decided to hit this. It was at him very quickly. Probably could have left it for Chaussette, who was behind him in position. You know, an aerial mind game battle between Tadpole and it looks like they've come out on top as Calic's shot is completely undefended. But what is happening to the Oxygen defense? Astral in reverse. He's just driven into the boost and then realized his mistake a bit too late.
Here we go, Calic's cam.
It's definitely greedy for Astral in that position. He probably knew when he was going to get that boost that it was a risky decision. And it wouldn't always be punished, but this time it was. Oxygen are back in it, or Oxygen are up against it again. It's somehow Tadpole and Triple Trouble. They're fighting back, not for the first time. And Farah trying to add another one to his tally. It's saved on the goal line. It's just sitting there. Nobody's there to put it in somehow. And that one deserved to be scored. Farah did so well. He had the whole team up jumping up in the air. Now Tadpole, the free shot. It's saved by Chaussette. Time is running out for Oxygen again.
Calyx demoed. Okay, both double commit there, but Calyx makes it back in time to defend the goal. Let's see what Tadpole's got here.
It's dangerous for Triple Trouble. They are committing quite far forward on these plays. Nobody's in defense to attack this ball as it comes off the back wall. Calyx has to try and do something with it from an awkward angle. That's a clean whiff from Tadpole. Bluey's there to rescue him. It's uncontested now for Chaussette. He's at the near post trying to dribble everybody. But this is not a dribble, which will work out for him. 40 seconds remaining. Triple Trouble still in front. There's just no boost available for anybody to make anything happen here.
30 seconds left. One goal to hang on here for Triple Trouble to take this. The very first grid event of the season. Be a huge win for them.
Yeah, they've got seeding, prize money, and potential RLCSX major, international, world championship, you name it. It's all on the line here. Points on the table. Astral in field. It's intercepted, and that's on target. Triple Trouble lead by 2. You know, Oxygen had to push the issue here. They had to go for something, but they've been read like a book. Farah couldn't make contact, and surely now, Triple Trouble have done enough to secure the tournament win.
Back on Tadpole cam for the final 6 seconds, which is fitting because I feel like he's the MVP for this team in this series. And we didn't get to watch them for the rest of the day because we've been on with Oxygen, but he is looking good in this series. GG's.
Wow. And Astral is out of here. They can't be happy with that. After playing so well today, that's got to be a frustrating loss for Oxygen Esports.